Alright, hey guys, today we're taking a look at the CSGO style butterfly knife from Cuts. This isn't a full review, I haven't even got my review item in the mail yet, but my friend ordered one on Amazon and since he had free 2-day shipping, his came in first. So this isn't a sponsored review, this isn't even with my review model, this is with a knife that was bought at full price. So once the review item comes in, that's when I'll do the full review. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump right in. Just like the other knife I reviewed from Cuts, they are actually packaged very well. Inside the box will actually be on special individual packaging, and inside of that packaging you'll actually find the item that you ordered. Judging by the packaging, it looks like the machining may be done actually by a company called Crossfire, and judging by the pictures on it, it looks like Crossfire may make replicas for other video games besides just Counter-Strike. While obviously not as fancy as the box from the spider knife where it actually had fake wood, this box is still pretty well made. And once you open it up inside, you can actually see your butterfly knife. And under it, you'll actually find that there's actually a sheath, and a really good one too, much better than the sheath I got with my dragon knife. This is probably the best sheath I've seen so far to be included with a knife. But then again, I haven't been collecting the higher end ones more recently. The knife itself looks great and perfectly mirrors the form of the Counter-Strike butterfly knife, but as we look at it more, you'll start to notice the colors don't quite match its in-game counterpart. That's probably due to the fact that this rainbow color scheme has been around for quite a while, and developing a new pattern and painting style that perfectly matches the CSGO butterfly knife will probably make it end up costing quite a bit more. Cuts doesn't shy away from this redesign at all. They have the style listed as titanium as opposed to just fade or something like that, and they list multiple reference photos of the actual real image. So if you like the reference photos, chances are you're probably going to actually like the knife, especially since it looks much better in real life than it does in any of these pictures. Now onto the actual design. The handles are actually made very well, very nice thick metal, gives it a good weight to the knife, and the finish is actually really nice. I like how it just matches the blade really well. Much less boring than the generic black handles on the real butterfly knife fade. The blade's finish is very nice too, it has a nice fading colors effect to it without looking straight up like just a rainbow or something. And it gives a really nice reflection too. Out of the box, the handles swing very freely and have a great sound to them too. Overall, this is just a really good looking knife, really good finish just all around. Looking at the back, you can tell there is a tiny bit of play to there. I'm not sure that'll get worse with time. I'll let you guys know in the full review after I get some more time with this knife. But another really nice thing is it actually has a springed latch, which you don't get to see on too many knives, especially trainers. The first one I ever got was on my dragon knife, and this one is just way better. It's really nice. For some of you who may not know, the purpose of the spring latch is it keeps it so when you open it up, the latch just goes into a neutral position and it doesn't get in the way of when you're flipping a knife. If you're flipping a knife without a latch, like the spider knife, as you'll see right here, it can get in the way of tricks and can actually mess up the end of your blade. It can chip it, it can mess it up a little bit. Having a spring latch is just all around way better. Alright, now moving to some of the negatives. Upon close inspection, you will notice some of these handles have a little bit of glue bleed around them. It's not a huge deal, but it is something that's worth pointing out. You can easily clean that up, and personally, I'd rather have a little bit too much glue than not enough and have to worry about these handles falling off. Another thing to note is it actually has quite a bit of an edge to it, pretty much similar to that of my dragon trainer. It's not enough to actually cut you or cause any bleeding or anything like that, but it does have quite a bit more of an edge than other trainers I've used. It's not even close to being flat. The serrations are another kind of thing you might want to watch out for. Those are actually decently sharp. Again, not enough to actually cut you, but it will probably scratch you if you do put your finger near there. Some tricks do actually require finger contact there, so that's just something to keep an eye out for. The exposed screws may be an issue down the line, but that's something I'll certainly be looking at when I'm doing my testing for the full review. Other than that, it's a really nice knife. It has a good weight to it, feels great in the hand. And it's a real steal for the price of $40. Most custom items cost quite a bit more than that, so even though it doesn't perfectly replicate fade, it's still, I would say, totally worth it if you're really interested in a knife. It's still a lot cheaper than buying one in game. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions about this or things you specifically want me to check for in the test, just post them down in the comments below. Be sure to share this, and when I do the full review, I'll see if I can address any of your questions. And yeah, again, if you want one, there'll be a link down below. $40 on Amazon. I'll have a link to their official site too if you can't order from Amazon US. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.